Hello players, how is it going? Welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to talk about manager mode tactics. That's right. So this is one of the modes that's been troubling me for the longest of time. I had no idea how to move forward in the divisions, but recently I reached the world-class stage and I want to share my tactics with you guys so that you don't go through all the trouble. Let me show you my team first, and then I'll go through the tactics that I employed and how the tactics have changed the gameplay. So without any further delay, let's get started. So let me show you my team first. So this is my club currently. My OVR is 87 and the midfield is in the 90s, but the rest of them are in the high 80s. And this makes a lot of difference in manager mode. So what I try to do is I try to rank up at least a player each day from the market and keep building up the OVR. So that's one thing that kept improving the performance of the team while I was playing manager mode. And in the initial days I was struggling with my team. They were not able to score any goals or keep the possession, and I'll show you why. So earlier what I used to do in the manager mode under tactics, I simply use the default preset tactic modes. Here on the left you can see there's attacking, there's control, counter attack, or defensive. So in the tactics there are pretty much three different areas where we can adjust the team's gameplay. So these are the three things: build up, offense, and defense, right? And if you see each of them, right, we're in attacking mode right now, and look at the speed. It's top speed, tremendous passing distance. The mentality is attacking. You see here there's 3 out of 3 on speed, 2 out of 3 on passing distance. The mentality is very attacking, and the positioning is so free. This is one of the reasons why the team was struggling. Look at the offense. Oh my god, there's too much passing tendency, there's too much shooting tendency, and once again the positioning is free, right? So what this essentially is doing is, whenever a team has the ball, they just want to pass. They're not looking at controlling the ball or the gameplay. They just want to pass. They just want to shoot. And look at the positioning. It's free, which means they're not using the formation set. And look at the defense. Good pressure, good aggression, good backline. So the defense is quite alright, better than the other modes, but the tendencies here have made it very difficult to score goals. So basically the team had lost all kinds of control on the ball, and the opponents would just take back possession, right? So this is one of the modes I have been using in the initial days when I was figuring out what is manager mode, right? And this did not work very well, but then I switched to defense. And in defense, let's see, you see everything is moved to the opposite side, right? Now you see the speed has terribly reduced, the passing distance is reduced, the mentality is no longer attacking, it is very defending. Positioning is organized, which means they're always sticking to the formation, right? And during offense they're not really doing any offense, right? The passing tendency is just 1, the crossing tendency is just 1, shooting tendency is just 1, and they just stay organized. This is a very defensive mindset. They would move forward. This is the mode, this is the defensive mode, and in this mode I did win a few games when I was in the amateur division or Pro 3 division. And I thought this was it. I just needed to stay defensive. Defensive was working for me, and I just needed to keep playing defensive. But as I moved a little bit higher in the ranks, the opposition would just take me for granted. They would just attack and the defense would break eventually, and they would just go all out, and I kept losing 3-0, 4-0. That's when I decided that these default controls are quite extreme in the sense, and needed some custom tactics that would suit my team and my gameplay mindset, right? So what I did was I just kept observing. I just kept observing how the team was playing, and while I was playing defense, I noticed that the team speed was quite slow. So I thought, yes, I need to speed up the team, and I thought the mentality should be attacking and not defending. So I kept thinking in these lines, and I made a few changes on the custom tactic mode, and these changes helped me build a stronger team, build a better gameplay, and take me all the way from amateur to world class, right? And let me show you my custom tactic once, and then I'll explain how I got here, right? Let's see how the build-up is. So like I said, I needed my team to have good speed. I didn't want them just moving around the ball in the midfield. I needed them to move it forward, move it ahead, and go through the final third. And the passing distance, you would notice that I kept it at 1. This was critical for me because without this, they just kept passing the ball forward in various areas, and the defense would just take it away through interceptions, right? I did not want that. I wanted the ball to myself. I needed the players to think where is the nearest next player forward and pass it. So this helped me in keeping the ball in control. And mentality should be attacking, right? They need to keep thinking to move forward. They just don't need to keep the ball, but they also need to keep moving forward. So that's why I kept it at attacking. And I always needed to have the team stay in formation. I did not want them moving around freely. So organized makes sense, and it was better than keeping it for free, right? So this is a build up, and let's see how the offense is. Offense, so see the passing, right? It's 2 out of 3, which means as soon as they got the ball, they were looking to pass around, and keeping it at 1, they wouldn't pass it at all. Keeping it at a 3, they would pass it too soon. So 2 is very good. It worked for me. And crossing tendency, my wingers are good, right? I have Ribery on the left, Rafinha on the right. They're good crossers, and because of this, I kept crossing tendency at 2, shooting tendency also at 2, because I don't want the strikers to shoot too soon or too far behind, right? So that's why this offense tactic works very well. Let's see the defense. Oh, I love this defense, right? They keep pressure. As soon as the opposition have the ball, somebody would just run to them for the ball. So there's not much free movement for the opponent to move. They need to think quickly, and with this pressure, more often than not, we get the possession back. And the width and aggression, I kept it at 2 out of 3, which is optimal. I would say it's not too much and within control. So with this, we have a good control in defense. And on the back line, we have offside trap and cover, right? So I used to play cover and it worked pretty well. Now I'm experimenting with offside trap. I'll let you know if it works well, but this is my regular tactic. I use cover, so they stay in line and they try to keep pressure and aggression. So this is my current tactic. This particular version took me all the way from amateur 3 to world class 3 in just a few days, and it works very well. Will it take me all the way to champion? I don't know. Maybe I need to make some more changes. If there is, I'll let you know. But how did I get to here? I did not come up with these random numbers, right? So I just kept observing the games like how we would on TV, and I thought, wow, they should have been moving much faster. I thought they should have kept more possession. They should have taken more chances at the wings. They should have shot at the goal more often, right? These are the questions I kept asking, and for each question there would be an answer. For speed, I would come here. For speed, I would come here, and if they were not creating many chances, I would change the mentality. If they were passing too often, I would change the passing. And each time I made a change, I observed a couple of games. If it's okay, I kept the setting. If it didn't work, I reverted it. And this took many games, to be honest, to come to this level. And I'm sharing this with you guys so that maybe you can try out this tactic for your team and see how it plays out, right? And what else? Yeah, that's it, I guess. So don't play the default settings. They're too extreme and teams don't play well beyond a point. So choose a custom setting that works for your team. Keep observing how they're playing. Observe the offense, observe the defense, observe the passing, and change one setting at a time and keep observing. And if it's okay, keep it. If it's not, remove it, right? So that's my manager mode, guys. So right now I'm in world class 3 and things are looking pretty alright. And if I reach champion, I'll probably release another video how it got me to champion from world class. If there's any change in tactics, I'll let you know. So thank you so much for watching, guys. That's been it for this video. I hope you like it. If you did, do smash that like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, and hope you have a great time, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.